What's up, guys? Welcome to the last video of this workout series. We got cardio and ab training, commonly neglected areas of training. Obviously, everybody wants to skip cardio. Is that even Spanish? What is it? It's not English. You heard that joke before. And people also don't want to train their abs, but yet when people go to the gym, typically the first thing you think of when somebody lifts is you think, do you have a six pack? And unfortunately for a lot of you guys, you don't. One, because your diet's not on point, and two, you don't train your abs, so they're not actually developed. And the funny thing is that literally when you want to get into the gym and work out, literally that's what people think of when you say that you work out. They imagine that you have a six pack, but yet many of us do not. As you can see, there's a lot of different areas of the abs to train, but mostly to be kind of focused on is just some sort of twisting motion or resisting a twist to train your obliques, which you don't want to use super heavy weights with because you don't want to thicken up your waist. And then you want to train the rectus abdominis. Those are your actual slabs of beef, your six pack or your eight pack or your four pack. And then you want to make sure that you train your cardiovascular system because, guys, as you can see, your cardiovascular system literally supplies blood and clears out waste. So it gives oxygen to your body to use to create energy, to push, to have a good workout, and it also clears out waste. And look how it innervates and activates every single area of your body. So if you have a proper cardiovascular system, you're going to have better workouts, you're going to have better recovery, and we're talking recovery in between workouts, in between sets, the whole shebang. So do not neglect cardio and ab training. All right, so the nice thing about cardio and abs is they kind of go hand in hand in the sense that more cardio will help you also get leaner, and then getting leaner is the key to showing your abs. If you have a very developed six pack, they can pop out and show at a higher body fat, just the same way as if any muscle group is really developed, they would show up at a higher body fat. But in order to really get that chiseled ab look and to have all your obliques showing, you need to get lean enough. So this is a picture of guys when I was like quite lean, and you can see my midsection is pretty nice and tight. Honestly, you don't need to get shredded, but the key is getting lean, whether that's on, and everybody has a body fat range as to what's healthy for their leanness. I want to be on the lower end of that body fat range because I also want to look very aesthetic and impressive. I just find that the leaner you are, the bigger your actual muscles look, despite not being very big, because when you're natural, you can't really be big and lean at the same time. You kind of pick one or the other, or I think the trio is big, lean, and strong. Being natural, you can only pick two. So if you think about it, it kind of makes sense. Also, I find that my face looks a lot more like attractive when I'm leaner. It has more like squared out look, a more angular look. My cheeks are more sunken in. It just gives me better like aesthetics in my face. So it's not just the body. The nice thing about cardio, guys, is that you can do it in the gym or outside of the gym. Honestly, sometimes, especially in the winter months, like I'll just stick to like the bike that I have at my house, sometimes the treadmill at the gym, Stairmaster. Or in the summer especially, can go for walks, can go for runs. So there's a lot of variability. You just want to get out and get moving and make sure that you're active. I like to try to do one solid, intense cardio session per week, and then anywhere from 1 to 3 moderate, low intensity sessions. I kind of like having one day of the week where I do like full rest. It doesn't mean that on that rest day, if like I end up going for like a long walk with family, end up going on like a long shopping trip, and we end up doing like a ton of steps, which is technically low intensity cardio, I don't really count that per se because I'm not going to like be like, oh, this is supposed to be my rest day, so I don't want to go out. I might end up just having that, but I typically like to in general not have like 7 days in the week in the gym. So if I'm doing like say winter exercises, or like winter working out, I will have 6 days potentially max in the gym, and then having like that 7th day where I'm not doing like any kind of cardio, just a full rest day. But you can't also do too much cardio, guys, because then it's going to impede your muscle recovery. It's going to make you get weaker. You're not going to be able to lift as heavy. You're going to end up losing muscle over time. And if you become a cardio bunny, you're going to end up looking very, very skinny. And that's not the point here. You're trying to do this to become, one, overall more healthy for actual health, because you don't just work out and be fit and be active just for like aesthetics. You also want to be like healthy, right? So being healthy is one, and then also to improve your strength training, which means that you're just able to recover quicker. You're actually able to facilitate going to like failure on say like a leg movement where it uses a lot of cardiovascular it uses a lot of your cardiovascular system to get to failure on something like squats or split squats. And if you end up running out of breath before you can actually hit muscular failure, then you actually don't train your legs as intense as you could. So if your cardiovascular system was better, then you can actually like hit failure on your legs. So just keep that in mind. Cardio literally has so many benefits. So do not skip it, guys. Honestly, ab training is super simple. Bam, that's me with my little six pack. So I will do, for the most part, guys, I do leg raises, but if they're too hard, do knee raises. I'll do anywhere from like 3 to 4 sets to failure. Then I'll do something like a Russian twist with like a medicine ball. I typically use the lightest medicine ball that I can find at the gym, which is a 6-pound one. Because again, you don't want to load up your obliques with too much weight because they will get thicker, and you want to keep that slim waist and have a more aesthetic kind of like slim waistline. And then I'll typically do some planks. So that's kind of like my day one. So I typically sometimes I'll start with the leg raises and then go into the Russian twists and then go into the planks. Or sometimes I'll do the Russian twist first, then the planks, then the leg extensions. So think of these as kind of like 2 chunks there. Because when you're already on the mat, you start with the Russian twist, then you go to the planks. Or if you do your leg raises first, then you go to the mats after. Or I do this thing that I learned from MMA, which is an ab circuit, where you do 5 minutes total, or you can increase this as you get better from 5 minutes to 6 minutes or even 7 minutes, or you can just do the circuit twice. But honestly, it's very challenging to even do it once without stopping. So you do 30 seconds each exercise, and you just vary your different exercises. So you can do like leg raises, regular crunches, Frankenstein crunches where your knees are straight, side crunches, bicycle kicks, like V sit-ups, like a bunch of different things. You do those each for 30 seconds, and then once you get to the 4th minute, you do the plank for the last minute to get to 5 minutes. Guys, it is very hard to do this without stopping. If you can get to that level, like I said, you can rest and do it twice, or just increase the number of exercises and do the circuit for like 6 or 7 minutes. And then also you can perform the circuit better. So you can do more controlled reps, better reps, more reps within that 30 seconds and still keep your time limit the same. So there's a lot of like progression that you can have with this ab circuit. And trust me, guys, to even be able to do 5 minutes straight of abs is super, super tough. So it is definitely something that has a lot of room to improve on, which is nice. You can basically quote unquote progressively overload and get better and improve your abs over time because there's a lot of room for improvement. It's not just adding weights that makes your muscles better. That's not the only form of progressive overload. So guys, always coming back to the consistency. You want to be consistent. It'll help you stay leaner. It'll help your abs pop a little bit more as well, to have your muscles actually developed. Make sure you don't go heavy on obliques. And if you want to add a crunch in so that you can progressively overload with the crunch, then go ahead and do that. Because once you get really good at leg raises, unless you add weights to the leg raises, which I find really awkward, you can't really progress much further with them, because once you get so good at them, you can only do them so slow. You can only do so many reps. Like, you're not really going to want to do like 30, 40 reps for leg raises. So in that case, you can add like a weighted crunch, so that way you can progressively overload the weight on that and just continue to get stronger. So play with it and see. It's going to take a long time, especially if you're a beginner, to get good at leg raises, which could be like years of progressively overloading that exercise. So just keep that in mind. You might have to start with knee raises, then get to leg raises, then progressively get better and better. And even if you can get 20 reps on the first set, you can rest less to finish your next 2-3 sets, and that will add more challenge because you're not resting as much. So if you can do like 3-4 sets with minimal rest and get like 15-20 reps, then it's probably time to move on from leg raises. But to get to that level, guys, is super, super tough, because you'd be surprised. You could be fresh and hit like 20 reps on the leg raises, but then the next set you can only get 10. So there's a lot of progressive overload room on leg raises, so just keep that in mind. Guys, that brings us to our end. I hope you guys enjoyed this workout series. It was a 4-part series where I covered my pull workout, my leg workout, and my push workout, and then finally my cardio and abs workout. So I train weights 3 days a week with those 3 workouts, and then I do cardio and abs once a week, and then potentially I'll do abs twice a week, but it's usually just once a week, and then cardio will be anywhere from 1 to 3 times a week. Stay consistent, guys. Enjoy the journey. It's about enjoying the system, enjoying the journey. Have your goal, but don't focus too much on the goal. Focus on the system, and you will get to your goal. And that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a future video. Take care. Peace.